Like, why you don't have those workers' names on that warrant list against them dudes? Because if right is right, you have to put the worker, the man that was in the back, the cash register worker, and whomever was in the shop at the time he got killed because they attempted to murder them, so called. But see, that tell them they self. You saying right now that they killed Dolph. Okay, we know that. But what about those other workers in there? They weren't trying to kill them. We know that. So that means y'all had positioned that man to get eliminated. If anything, y'all was a facilitator. They cookie store was a facilitator. And that's just as bad as murder.
You're right. And the fact that they not, and I believe they not releasing the people, the rest of the people putting them on that attempted, because then that means they'd have to give away the fact that Maurice was inside. Because you got to look at it. This reason why there are certain facts aren't being released is because that could go back to damage the narrative that was first put out. And
see, when you say, when they go on they online like, oh, you bashing me, you blasting me, everything that went on in this trial or this investigation or whatever we want to call it, the bloggers, whatever we want to call it, everything went on was what they said, what videos they put out, and that's their content. So you either lying on yourself. They lying on themselves. They telling lies. Once you tell one lie, you got to tell multiple lies to keep the other lie from being exposed. We watching the dominoes. We watching the dominoes fall. We just don't want to pay attention to it because we hate that it happened, bro. But we got to face the facts. The man was inside job murdered. He was executed. Inside job. Everybody he trusted, I don't know, but it seems like you're the only one dead. So the ones that was around you, you shouldn't have trusted. We can't say that. But what we can say is they had something to do with it because they was a facilitator to the position of him being executed. That's all I can say.
Revolving door. It's a revolving door for the same countless stuff that's going on. We don't need that to really be going on at this time. We just lost so many people, but you got to understand, we just lost people in our personal families. Y'all got to understand the simple fact that if a person don't look and analyze something, regardless of if it's something that happened to somebody or something, like, you got to really be aware of what's really going on, man. This is real. Like, life's real. Like, people think this is a game, man. You don't want to get caught up. And
because I was doing my, like, you know, how we started, everybody getting information, you know, collecting information, you know, Facebook, and every day in Memphis, all you had to do was watch Channel 3, and it'll expose somebody that had something to do with that cookie shop. It was somebody getting killed from across the street from turning in the car. It was a guy dropped off at the hospital by an unknown car at like 12:45. That's around the time that Dolph got shot. He died. Don't nobody, they didn't say who died, who got dropped off. Evidently, it's all in the same. Yeah, and they trying to cover it up.
The ball guy. Y'all got to look at the fact that the ball guy was the main one. He was riding around. He was the driver. Y'all got to look. I kept saying the getaway driver was the dude who worked for the center. Y'all got to look at the fact the dude who do the editing and all that, man, he went out his way to do that. Like, he went out his way to realize.
You have to lay eyes on somebody in order to get their structure and their, yeah, that makes sense.
Hey, Malton, you got anything to say? Molton? What you think about all this?
What's up?
What's going on, man?
Man, I'm gonna tell you right now. Hey, you guys are on point. First of all, I wanted to start off by saying that Ruth Chris incident that you all put up. That, hey, I remember a video you had about almost 5 months ago when it first started. Man, y'all was on the money when y'all said that they drugged Dolph and Makitas. That's exactly what happened. And you're right. They did snuff us out of the information all the way up until the point that the Ruth Chris incident had to be the actual
right. Why they had to wait to
the actual destination, final destination for Dolph. And that's messed up.
Why would you put the beginning at the last and the last at the beginning and then
because they wanna throw us off. That's
no.
Right.
If you could live anywhere, where would it be? And what would it be like?
Go ahead and finish talking. Go ahead.
Yeah, they want to throw us up and have us. Yes, because I'm gonna be honest with you. Okay, yeah, and I'm gonna tell you the Roof Chris incident. I saw a guy that was an insider up in Memphis. He said, quote, that the incident in which it happened in Roof Chris actually happened. But guess what? He said that landmark and where they when you go in see the floor of Roof Chris, he said it looked like the back of Privé. You know, that's the restaurant Yo Gotti mama owned, right? And then, yeah, y'all right. He was on that scene because it's got a bald-headed guy eating at that dinner table, man. And it's got another guy tied up in the corner.
Maurice was cooking.
Y'all didn't catch that,
you gotta
did you?
understand, Maurice was cooking up in the kitchen. Maurice was cooking in the kitchen. Y'all gotta understand this, man. I don't even care no more. I had to put that out there, man. They ain't want me to put it out there.
Because it was a guy with dreads and it looked like Maurice. I ain't gonna lie.
Because, bro, the
Maurice got a
autopsy,
certain walk. Maurice's leg is like one of his legs, like he gotta wear a heel. Like,
look, the autopsy, to say what you said, the autopsy showed to where he had a lot of holes that wasn't bullet holes. They just vanished into the screen. So what I did, I read the autopsy and I got to thinking, like, was they draining this dude or torturing this dude? Because he had a lot of holes that were symmetrical to, like, if you was trying to drain a body for blood, like they was draining his blood. Now, I'm not a crazy theorist or nothing like that, but I will admit, bro, there's some weird shit be going on with them people when they in that society, that secret society.
Hey, I don't know nothing about that.
But I'm just saying, I'm just saying, there's some weird shit. It's some weird shit. I know. I got
the
say
of his body.
They say the city crazy. What you said?
I said all of them was to the center mass of his body. Like, it wasn't like up or down. They keep saying like he took a headshot, where his autopsy said he died from everything was from the center mass. So they would have to be doing like this,
straight ahead,
like
not laying down.
So going like poking. And I'm a medical assistant, so I now that you say that,
30 centimeters in, and it disappears into the tissue. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
PICC line.
Very exact, man.
You ever heard of PICC line?
Yeah, you can't rule out a lot of the stuff because it's certain information where if you got enough, experience with certain things, man, you could piece it together to say, just like how you said, medical assistant. If you know your things.
That's something that they teach us because it is it's a maneuver. Yeah. Oh my God, I'm about to say it's a maneuvering pit.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you, 4 centimeters up from the wrist. Another 6 centimeters up from the wrist. It was 2 on the right arm and the left arm, exactly in the inside of the forearm. I'm like, man, that's PICC line, bro. Like, why do we have PICC lines in it? But he got shot. Like, I'm trying to figure out. It's not making sense because they said it has no gunpowder residue. It has no. Like that, and I'm like, bro,
we run dialysis like that. Dialysis is just what that is to take out.
And where was he at the clinic? A couple days or whatever.
At the clinic, it's
together. So why is it? And this is another thing too, is that I mean, let's say if he was at the clinic and something went down there, then that means
delicious.
700 feet beneath the surface, stalagmites and stalactites, million-year-old all-stars in a natural stadium. Carlsbad Caverns National Park.
They trying to tell you, oh no, it happened at his own people's. It happened with these guys, not us. We're a clean image.
Because hey, look, if he was donating and doing all this just because he took pictures with them people, y'all gotta look at the fact they took that bag. They took that bag, went to Roof Chris, had Maurice cooking. Y'all gotta look at the fact that it may sound like people can say whatever they want to say. Like, we spit facts, and it's this shit feel like a movie. That's why everything that come out, it sound like it's cap, it's this, that. Y'all can say motherfucker lying, whatever. Ain't nobody lying about nothing. This is the stuff that's coming out. You feel me? Like straight like that.
And the locations when
right. And what would you get?
Clinic,
right? Why would
Ruth Chris, them Makitas? Keep that in mind.
Why did it start at the clinic?
Clinic, Ruth Chris, them Makitas is what we thinking is where the last places were. Go ahead, Mo.
Where do you get the best drugs at?
Hey,
if you wanted to drug somebody, where do you get the best drugs at? How can you get a man drugs without him knowing it? You can get him best drugs at the hospital, like it ain't nothing, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, I can say y'all forget about the Michael Jackson case.
But yeah, we ain't gonna.
How he got his?
No. I ain't saying that. I ain't saying that like that. But if you're around people that's in the medical field and you wanted to make something happen, that them are the best people to make things happen.
Exactly. Right. You get what I'm saying? So how they was able to put stuff in the cookies and Makitas.
Yeah. No, and see, then like just like you said, you might have got a drink at Ludacris that was laced up real good.
You said Ludacris.
I'm just I don't wanna, you know, I'm just gonna say Ludacris because I want to keep their names, and you know how they trying to come back in. Just give them
I want to make popularity of them.
You know what? Speaking of that restaurant.
Old school, you remember how we used to say whoop-de-whoop and blase.
Yeah. So on and so
he was at the whoop-de-whoop at the blase.
We don't want to say.
Yeah.
Yes, Black Youngster actually has a song where
we'll just call it RC Steakhouse.
The fake steakhouse.
The fake steak.
And Black Youngster always at the Ruth Chris. He got that song where he say, "I'm cooking chickens at the Ruth Chris" or something like that. So, what? Yeah, man. Like it's only. I think it's.
He probably was in back trying to cook up both of them.
Right. So telling me his ops already had affiliation with one of the last few places he was at.
And everybody knew he was on his way out there. Everybody knew Dolph was going to come out there. It's nothing. It's already out there, so people can cut it.
So like I'm figuring, right? Dolph had 3 phones. I'm wondering why the family haven't released his phone calls just to help the people find out what happened. I mean, somebody that's in the charge of his estate should just lease his phone his messages. Because if somebody was sending him death threats and stuff like that,
man. Hey, look up Young Dolph, Black Youngster, T-Mobile Records, and y'all gonna find it. That's all y'all got to do. Just like how I was just showing y'all this right here. Wait, hold on. That right there, like that's the same way. Like this is the same way, y'all. Like y'all got to look at the fact. Like they tripping. Like people realize gotta open.
The BK $5 Your Way meal is here to make your choice easy and so tasty. Go straight to the Double Whopper Junior with piping hot small fries, 4-piece crispy nuggets, and a refreshing small.
And look at this thing on top of his head, y'all. What it look, man? That ain't. You don't supposed to have that right.